Step forth and cut down your eternity once and for all.
Whoa! Where'd that Torii gate come
New
from?
weekly boss. Daijoubu.
It's getting worse again. But it's fine. I'm about to put an end to
Start wasting your energy and keep going.
I once sealed off with my own hands the entrance to Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness. It looks like she will no longer allow me to do with this body as I please.
We do know that Ace sacrificed herself so Makoto could ascend to godhood, so that's what's coming into play here, man.
What are you talking about? And who is she? Makoto?
An old friend. Do you need me to hold your hand there too?
Follow me.
Alright.
Where are we go?
Not even formal about it, are you, eh?
Paimon's dizzy.
Talk about
Where did we
desolate.
get sucked into this time? Look over there. It's another A.
We meet again, traveler.
You remember my name?
This body is an assistant to the one within, but it is also the guardian of the rules. Should the one within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
The pact she made. I knew the one with the spear.
Wait, Paimon knows that voice.
Ding ding
You
ding.
have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the true essence of eternity.
My brain juices are escaping my brain.
But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been degraded by irreversible erosion?
She's right, erosion, the greatest threat to eternity.
I'm here to show you my answer. We are both warriors, and the dialogue we must now have shall be conducted by the blade alone.
Wait.
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my continued use of her body.
The Shogun? So wait, this is your body. What are you talking about?
As she indicates, once I started entertaining the idea of change,
Obviously.
I became hostile in her eyes. But inside a realm of consciousness, I exist independently of her. She cannot affect me in this way. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
System to safeguard against modifications, huh?
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal
Alright,
battle.
Paimon.
Showdown with
Stop
the
talking.
Shogun?
The rules I set
This is
for the
about to get
Shogun
R18 after all.
No. The Shogun herself is the manifestation of my past ideals. The very foundation stone of eternity. It shall not be easily swayed.
She did tell us all the way back then, if there comes a day, there should be a threat to eternity. I don't know the lines afterwards. Well, I feel like the lines afterwards is a scene that's being played out here.
I would not try to change her if it wasn't necessary.
Isn't there any other way?
Paimon, could you stop talking? This is my favorite bit.
Pack it through or something?
Let me skip this. This is someone who leaves herself on an escape route anymore.
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty, in which has been vested power over all the realm. It is the cohesive embodiment of all that constitutes the Raiden Shogun.
You're all talking funny. Hurry up and fight.
Pain, the pain of inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward. So too does it inherit her determination to reach eternity.
The pain she succumbed to for too long.
Every action undertaken is for the sake of resisting erosion. Determination, courage, love, hatred. All of these will be degraded and distorted by the incessant flow of time. Only rules shall remain constant for eternity. Those were my thoughts when I created you. Now, they are towering obstacles that I have
Break
no
them through,
choice.
eh?
You wish to make yourself my enemy?
Not me, her.
I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity.
And what are you, almighty Shogun?
And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. Raiden A. Even the proud and mighty Oni Maiden was cut down in disgrace.
Only Maiden?
Though your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall it shine.
We're talking
its
about
light
Tio?
as it once did.
Move. Stick with me, eh? I don't have health items. I'm not letting you lose to anyone or anything any more than you already have.
That once built the the skies fell to the ground as pitch black rain.
She's changed.
As
She's
long as
healing.
the
Cheater.
relentless erosion of time will never stop.
That's what I would say. But you know. Who do you take me for? I'm the renowned, legendary, super awesome duper traveler? So I should be able to do this and more, right? And now between you and me, the real Raiden Shogun sure gave me a bigger run for the money! Move!
I shall not fall here.
Not with me around. Come on. I know you can do more than that.
Finally defeated her?
It appears your
Puppet.
martial prowess has not dulled.
No, really, I've dulled though.
But how long can your will remain strong?
How the heck?
She's got the right people. It's not gonna break that easy.
In this realm of consciousness,
Don't
her
lose your
existence
guard,
is
eh?
conditioned. She was built to resist erosion.
Her will isn't
stronger
strong,
than any
her
other
body
living being,
is.
including you and me.
Are you looking down on me that much?
Does that mean this?
Maybe. But I have to prove to her that my present will is no product of erosion. The future I shall forge will be a grand undertaking. One that will be resistant to erosion. If I don't do this, the Shogun's rules can never change. This is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last. Months, years, centuries. And no matter how many times we must fight, I will defeat her.
What about the Inazuma right now?
500 years ago, humanity proved their strength in battle. Here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge wayward practices, tear them out like the diseased wood of an old sakura tree, so that new, healthy branches might spring to life in their place.
You finally come up here, eh?
It is about time that I learned to trust them. I place everything in Miko's hands.
But this means that.
Pass on my words.
So you kicked us out like that. Well, I heard your plea. Now don't hold it against me. If
Looks like you
yeah,
got kicked
Miko
out.
has got another commission for me. I'm really working for the highest pay.
Oh, what do we do?
She has no physical body anymore, paimon. She has to rely on the Shogun.
Right? Also, A can be
Ah,
pretty,
shut
but
up.
what if she gets too obsessed with winning and she forgets why she's there in the first
What do you think
place?
you and me are both here for? We're not about to just leave. Our work here ain't done.
We should help her out, like we did last time. Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, you know, help her with
That's
the fight?
not our fight to fight, Food.
Well, whatever. We can't let anything bad happen to A while she's in there. Oh, but we also can't get in there anymore.
Would you stop squeaking in my ear?
I hope you realize how lucky you are.
This is about A.
But you're always smiling.
That was a figure of speech.
Get
Do
to
you
the
understand?
point. I'm not here for riddles.
Something really big's happened. It's A. She...
Are you done with
Oh,
formalities?
okay, I see. So, A's decided to palm Inazuma off on the humans, while she goes off on her own to fight a fierce battle that doesn't even have an end date.
Sounds like A, eh?
Impossibly stubborn. Jumps straight to the most extreme course of action imaginable. Presumes her sheer will can see her through, despite a near impossible goal that requires nothing short of the very peak of her abilities.
That sounds like
Yes,
our fatally
that
flawed
sounds
friend,
like A,
alright.
So you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of help?
Well, there's no one here but you, Fox.
Is she playing dumb?
Uh-huh. You're learning, little one. All I know is that it's the foundation of the sacred Sakura. And from what I've heard, it's a little different from A's plane of euthymia.
Talk to me with what you know, Miko.
Because Raiden Makoto is no longer alive?
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different in some way. But I can only speculate. You're the ones who have actually
It was
been there.
desolate,
So
Miko.
anyway, we needn't worry about the details too much. It'll just be a little difficult to explain things later on, that's all. First things first. Follow me to the entrance.
You're gonna open it up again, aren't you? You know, it's fine you're all foxy like this, but if you don't care for the times you need to, your foxly appearances will really just be appearances, Miko.
Now then, I always have my ways. It's just a question of how crafty I need to be. Even though I can't pinpoint the exact spatial location of this realm, I can still send you to where A is.
So, it's abstract, but has a location, but you don't know where
Sounds
it is.
like the mumbo jumbo we keep seeing in Tibet.
Yes, no need to try and understand it. Let me put this simply. Right now, she is surrounded by chaos. Everything is turbulent and disordered. If you try to force your way in,
I'll be cut down without a second
this is precisely
thought.
why when entering the plane of euthymia, it's much safer if you place your consciousness in a physical object first.
What? Alright, well, Paimon's staying here then. You two can go in.
In your
Suit
dreams.
yourself. Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is A.
Paimon's had it up to here with both of you!
Oh. Well, if you're quite sure,
Well,
then of course.
can't have my favorite fox
Now,
shrine made to
I
be
shall
sad,
send you
now
on
can
your-
I? Hurry it up and open it.
I say.
What is it?
Oh, nothing. It just seems extraordinarily chaotic, that's all. My suspicions have been confirmed. By the way, remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter
I want to become a
inside.
cheesecake. I want to become a cheesecake. I want to become a
Only strong
cheesecake.
enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant waves of abstract space. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
Just push
The
me
door's
in
open.
already.
Hop on in. I'll stay outside and provide what stability I can. I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Took it this long to say the obvious.
Get to work.
I need you to tell me that. Show me what it's like in our consciousness anyways. And traveler, don't get engulfed by it. This ain't nothing like A's plane of euthymia. It's unscathed. Countless lost memories. No normal person can see this and come out sane. Just hold on to me.
Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside.
Protect the people of Inazuma. Protect.
Only if you are strong enough can I
But I
deliver
wanna
you to the
protect.
right destination.
Take me to our radar. Hey! Better not get yourself killed before I got there. Came ready to see a show. Not an obvious outcome. On your own. Oh, what do you know? We're here. Can I just, pinch your fucking cheeks for kicking me out? Well, I understand why you kicked me out, but hello?
How can this be?
You're the one who told me to talk to Mika.
You have returned. But how were you able to get back in? And
All these years?
this is a duel to remember.
How many years have
It
passed?
is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were first established.
What the hell
Your
is
will
going on?
today is as strong as it was back then.
Did we go back in time when she
Over
first
countless
placed her
battles,
consciousness?
Not once have you lost, and never have you shown the slightest hesitation. Had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you, you still would not have wavered. For your firm commitment to enforcing the rules, you have my admiration too. You bring honor to the title of Guardian of Eternity. Let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500 years ago. Final duel? Huh. So you're
Don't be
finally...
stupid.
Stand back, traveler.
Are you gonna put an end to all?
I'm going to be the start of something new.
That's my Shogun, alright.
The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations.
You, all of you and your shield. Infinite sword! Let's hear our narration, you guys.
Minds
For I try very hard to imitate the Raiden. She finally showed her form. Whoa. She's got a sub attack. I can't keep up with this. Whoa. Ooh. Who's inferior?
shine down.
When people move, they move towards something stronger.
The final
Attack the Flower of Remembrance with Electro deploy his shield more quickly.
illusion shattered.
What the fuck is this? We're having a good time. It's over. Guardian of Eternity.
I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But it seems my belief was baseless, and I underestimated your spirit.
And stupidity in estimating her spirit.
But a will that cannot be eroded has no way to embrace the future. You need not worry about the future. And you aren't
Don't go around
alone.
stealing my lines.
I know your power more than anyone else. Had I relied upon my strength alone,
What do you
would
mean?
have lost this duel for sure.
It was all you, right?
My reason for fighting redefined my martial prowess and redrew my limits. I now carry the gaze of the myriad of expectant eyes that look to the light in the heavens. And whenever I think of this, I feel something stirring within Musou Ishin. The blade that I inherited from Makoto seems to be trying to guide me, to encourage me.
Feel your inner being.
I noticed it also. Just now in the heat of battle, it seemed to unleash a new and unfamiliar power.
Who, you or you're the one with the new modification?
This power is beyond the limits of my understanding. This blade belonged to Makoto. Perhaps it can only respond to me with its full power when I truly understand and believe in her.
Or you step forward in what she believed in.
It was at once a familiar feeling and a strange one. Makoto barely wielded a blade in her life, and yet her blade brings me closer to her.
A blades are just really pointy things. How you use
have
it
my approval.
is what makes it sharp.
Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer stop you from attempting to modify the rules.
So what now? Am I on your date list next?
From this day forth, this body will remain your assistant. I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but from today onward, you are me.
Walk forward with her too, won't you?
Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, I should not regard you as a mere tool. You truly have changed. I suppose this is what humans call growth.
From a child to a teenager now, eh?
I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow.
Oh, this plot element. Can I have some, and you traveling companion
The
too?
duties I perform will not change. But as a warrior, I look forward to the chance to fight like this again in the future.
Actually, funny thing is, I'm gonna fight you right now.
Do you say this because you have not yet reconciled yourself with your defeat?
Don't push your butt into it.
It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Time and time again. They both are a bunch of maniacs.
Have you finished fighting then?
What's she saying, yeah? No way. Musou Ishin is glowing?
Hello, A. And greetings, those who have come to bear witness.
I am gonna take a step back. Makoto!
I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties and left you all to pick up the pieces.
Makoto? Is that really you?
Makoto?
I'm so happy. You've come so far. I always knew you would make it here in the end. I left a faint fragment of my will in Musou Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its full power, I too would be released. A convoluted way to reach you.
You
but
both sisters are a pain in my neck, you know that?
You held such deeply entrenched views at the time that you wouldn't have listened to a word I said.
Unless she lived it on herself, huh?
There was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. Please forgive me. All I could do was find some way to wait until you came to me.
Is that why you went to country alone? Makoto?
But you never mentioned this to me.
Everything happened so suddenly. I'm sorry. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust Inazuma to you all of a sudden. I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a time, to dissuade you from your pursuit of stillness.
Yeah, you really made me run around the church for this?
Did you know what was about to happen in Conria?
Talk to me.
I had some sense of it. That place was not somewhere that any Archon could afford to ignore.
What? Ignore what? There were just people who advanced a little earlier. What the hell is Gunria?
In my present form,
I'll stop yelling,
I
but
can
come
no
on.
longer perceive time.
Enough of the striptease.
I don't know
Can I
how
be
long
greased
we have
already?
been separated before
I'll stop
this
talking.
reunion. And I don't know what Inazuma has experienced in the meantime.
Just keep seeing it in her blade like you've always been. Makoto.
But I know that this must have been an extremely arduous journey for you. And I'm sure you must have wanted to shed tears
many times along the
The
way.
funny thing is, she instead just locked herself in a room. A typical, Asian household.
Don't look down on me. It was with this possibility in mind that I left a parting gift for you. Something to soothe Inazuma's pain. Here, take it. Before my last shred of consciousness fades away. But it is you who must take the most important step.
Now what exactly was it that she gave? Where? Wait. What is that?
The light turned into a sea.
No, that's a character ascension
A
material.
miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom.
That's
She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is this...
friend.
Is it really?
You? No, seriously, that looks like character ascension material.
Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment
Wow.
within. When both shine in unison,
That's how the
sacred
tree
sakura
came to
blooms from the
being.
darkness, finally free from
You
the
were
clutches
looking
of the heavenly
after
principles.
the land all
now
this
the
time.
nightmare has dissipated, and
Haven't you?
reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you.
She said the pavement. Hard to walk though.
Do you know, I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick?
Both of you siblings.
This time, it really is goodbye, eh?
Always gonna give me a run for my money. Things you do for each other. And to what end? That is, you do.
Goodbye, Makoto.
So the A of the present planted the sacred sakura in the realm of consciousness, and it took root in the Inazuma of the past.
Yeah, it's all like a wild fever dream, but it actually happened.
No matter what you make of it, it's quite incredible.
Oh, she believed it?
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Her understanding of eternity is much more profound than mine.
Overseeing them.
Eternity is a concept intimately connected with time. When you begin to touch on eternity, the concept of time becomes murky.
I felt warm. Time is moving forward and backward at the same time. A moment of standstill.
A place where time is meaningless and cannot be understood with ordinary logic. So that was the turbulence I was sensing. Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return precisely to this point in time without any problems.
So when we came back to find her again, she was fighting for 100 years. I wouldn't say 100 years, for countless years with the Puppet Shogun.
And yet, that sense of disorderliness has now completely disappeared.
I don't fully understand yet. But my
I don't think it's
intuition
something
tells
that
me
needs much thought.
the reason for everything, it's
Her.
that
Well, I'm not convinced that it was Makoto's power alone.
What do you mean,
I know
Miko?
what you mean.
He's a trot!
Makoto got a higher power involved in all of this.
What?
But whatever the
Wait,
explanation,
what?
her solution is what saved us all.